What is going on, Sagittarius? It's Chris Anthony coming at you guys live and direct. And this is going to be your bonus reading that I'm doing for all of the signs. I decided to come on camera and just do readings for you guys just because I was feeling in the mood to do that. So it's your turn, Sagittarius. We're going to hop into the cards and see exactly what messages are coming out for you, what clarity we can get through your spread. It is a general reading, so it may not resonate with everyone that watches the video, but if it does resonate with you, do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, comment on the channel as usual. If it doesn't resonate, you can always check out your rising or moon sign on one of the previous readings that I did for Sagittarius, all right? Hopefully you're having a good day or night out there whenever you're watching this video. We're going to be hopping in. If you're brand new to the channel, you guys can always follow me on IG at chrisanthony14lbs, chrisanthony14pounds. If you're looking to book a personal reading with me, you can book that in the description of the video. It'll have all the details about how to book. All right. Let's just hop in. The setup and everything is going to be a little bit different because I'm just trying this out on camera. So, you know, the background and everything is not really like I didn't think too much about this. I just kind of hopped on. So you guys, that would be better a little bit later on down the line when I kind of like, you know, start coming on camera a little bit more. I'll fix up the whole aesthetic of it and all. So this is just a quick bonus. All right. So let's see, Sagittarius. We have something that popped out. Two things popped out for you guys. We're starting off with the King of Swords and the Three of Swords. And I'm going to pull a little bit more for you, Sag, and see what we have here. All right, Two of Swords comes right below that. We have the Four of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords. So a lot of swords are coming out. A lot of thoughts, mental realm energy is really popping out. Futuristic energy, we get the Hangman. We got the Two of Pentacles. We got the Seven of Pentacles and the Judgment card. All right, so there is a little bit of a progression that kind of happens here. I'm going to start talking about these cards that I'm seeing now while I'm pulling some clarifiers for you guys. All right, so let me just do a quick shuffle, then I'll hop in. So you guys are coming in with the King of Swords energy. So there could be a aspect to your energy in the middle of August where you guys are thinking very logically, possibly about a past cycle of pain that some of you guys could have went through. The Three of Swords is representing some sort of emotional disappointment, some heartbreak that came in, some sort of energy that really disrupted your flow of emotions in some sort of way. Now, this could have definitely had to do with a relationship, a love connection, and it could have to do with somebody that was an air sign with the King of Swords energy. But this is a cycle that is being wrapped up and closed out for you guys. And I feel like the Ten of Swords energy being connected with this Three of Swords energy really shows how there has been a healing that really has occurred within this heartbreak, Three of Swords energy, right? Because this definitely represents somebody who has been through a lot of emotional turmoil, some agony, right? Some pain that came in that could have almost caused trauma with this Three of Swords energy. But the Ten of Swords does represent the wrap up of the healing from that cycle. So some of you guys could have been in a space where you were taking time out to heal from some emotional pain, from some heartbreak that happened in the past. And I feel like now that you're moving from out of the healing process of it, you guys are taking on a very logical way of viewing it. You know, it's like now you're seeing it for what it is from an objective point of view, as opposed to being subjective, as opposed to taking it so personal. It's like now you're looking at things that could have happened in the past that could have dealt some very rough blows and felt very emotional. Now that the emotion has gone from it, you're looking at it like, okay, let's decipher this. Let's decode this information. Let's really pick it apart a little bit and see, you know, the lesson that I can take out of this or what I can learn from out of this energy. All right. So let's see. Yeah, with the King of Swords energy, we get the Three of Cups. So it's like, yeah, I feel that there is something that you're looking to when it comes down to the lessons of your past that is changing the way that you're connecting with people these days, that are changing the way that even you possibly connect with yourself. With that Three of Cups energy, is like the way you're socializing, the way you're expressing your emotions, the way you're communicating with people, the type of connections that you're attracting these days have really taken on a transformation because you are taking the time to kind of learn your lesson, from some of these past heartbreaks. Yeah, in times where you kind of felt left out in the cold with the Five of Pentacles energy, times where there was, this just very cold energy of, like somebody giving you a cold shoulder, or you feeling rejected, or you feeling like the universe wasn't on your side, or, you know, things just go your way. You kind of feeling like you had the bad luck, especially when it comes down to relationships. Um, and for a time in your life, this could have offered some sort of blockage with the Eight of Swords energy, right? It's like somebody that um, feels like they have been in a space of incubation, or in a cocoon, or in a space where there was restriction here on your romantic relationships, or just relationships in general. And it's like, now that you're looking at this from a very objective point of view of the time when you felt those restraints and restrictions, and you felt left out in the cold, and you experienced some sort of heartbreak and pain from the past, it's like now it's causing you to move a little bit differently going into the future. Yeah, it's like you're building a little bit differently with the Four of Wands. You're attracting newer opportunities. You're attracting newer individuals. It's like you have found some sort of stability within your own world because of those painful experiences that came in from the past. And this has opened up something in you that I feel, has awakened even more so coming into the month of August, because now you're connecting consciousness with this awakening. I feel in the past this was an awakening that took place on a very subconscious level for some of you guys, and um you were going through the channels of the awakening, and feeling yourself change, and feeling yourself, metamorphosize into a newer version of yourself. But it's something that's happening in the month of August where you're connecting all of the dots. You're really placing this like logical lens on all of these different experiences that have brought you to this point of stability within your world. And you're starting to see something that I feel like maybe you weren't seeing in the past here. Yeah, it's like out of the conflict that happened in the past, you're really taking some lessons from out of this with that Five of Wands energy. You're seeing like different ways of how possibly you attracted this in, or the roles that you played. Um, yeah, like the way that you showed up emotionally with the Mother of Cups energy. And I feel like this is what is helping you to kind of continue to transform as you're moving forward into new relationships, into new connections, as you're manifesting your next partnership, or you know, love partner here. It's like you're wanting to show up differently in some sort of way emotionally with the Mother of Cups. Like you have evolutionized the way that you feel, and the way that you take in emotions, and the way that you give and receive emotionally, right? You're really focusing on what actually makes you happy. Some of you guys could definitely be looking into like what love language is really compatible for you, right? Because after you have been dissecting some of these things from the past, it's like you're starting to see like, okay, we didn't work out because of this right here. Like maybe you had a love language of, words of affirmation, or you had a love language of gifts of service, or acts of service, and this other person had a love language of touch, and there just wasn't a real compatibility here because you guys were so far away from the way you give and receive love. So all of this is really be looking, or it's really being kind of like dissected or deciphered in August. I feel like there's a certain sense of review that you guys are taking on, moving towards the middle and the end of August, because there is about to be some expansion that comes in with the Ten of Pentacles. There is some new opportunities that are afoot when it comes down to your love life, is what I feel, Sagittarius. And you're wanting to make sure, and I feel like the universe is really making sure and preparing you for this new space so that you don't make the same mistakes that you made in the past. Ten of Pentacles. So there's almost like this prepping that's happening with you in August, where it's like, okay, let's do some reviews on your past connections. Let's really break this down and take it apart and put it back together and see what actually went wrong here. Why didn't this thing work out? Why, did something that you thought was going to be very fulfilling turn out to be unfulfilling and a disappointment to you? Like, what took place here? And so some of you guys are going deep into the details of that because of where you're headed with the Ten of Pentacles. This is entering into a brand new cycle of love, is what I feel here, and connection and commitment with that Ten of Pentacle energy. So you're beginning to attract a different type of lover because of this lesson that you have really awakened to from your past. These lessons, I should say. Let's pull some more for you. Yeah, Seven of Swords energy. So as you're moving forward, it's like you're beginning to strategize a little differently. It's like you're seeing some of the things pop out to you that you didn't catch in the past. And it's like now that you're moving forward, you're privy of this. It's like you're like, okay, I know what's going on now. I know what to look for. I know the signals and the red flags, and I know when there's not a certain level of compatibility. It's like you guys have really learned a lot in this past cycle of love, Sagittarius, that is going to be really proving itself. I feel moving into this next cycle. Um, and I don't know, I really feel that there's something coming in for you guys. Let me clarify this card over here, the hangman. Yeah, that's what's happening. So I'll show you both of these. You have this hangman energy with the Ace of Wands, right? And so I really feel that this, first of all, hangman energy is where you are right now. It's like the quiet before the storm, or the preparation before something very big and passionate is coming in, some sort of new beginning, some sort of new start is coming in. So you're taking on that hangman energy because right now you're needing to be enlightened. You're needing to look at things from a different point of view. You're needing to hang upside down and get some more information out of some of these things that have been closed out in your past that you've totally healed from, and now you can go back into them with a very logical, rational mind and break it down and kind of look into it and be like, okay, let's review this. Let's see what happened. Let's see what I did right and what I didn't do right. Let's see how this all fell apart. And you're being guided, I feel, to review some of those things from the past because of where you're going next. And it's a level up, it's an upgrade with this Ace of Wands. It's an exciting beginning that I feel like is coming in for you guys, especially when it comes down to love. Some of you people are going to be meeting new people, I feel like, moving into the fall time, closing out the summer. And so as you're doing this, you're needing to move forward in a different way. It's like you're needing to take on a different form because there's something new about this. There's a newer element that's coming in, a fresh element that's coming into you with this Ace of Wands energy, and all of your lessons from the past are going to be needed to be tapped into, is what I feel here, in order for you to be successful with whatever this is. So if you feel like you're kind of like just hanging out and waiting right now, and you feel like you're in limbo, you're in between two different cycles, you felt that the past cycle has kind of closed out for you, but the new one hasn't really opened up yet for you when it comes down to your love life. It's because you're needing to soak up all of this information, all of these details. You're needing to go deep into some of these memories from the past and to really take out some of those lessons. So use August, I feel, the rest of August, to really do a review, to take stock of, you know, your love life in general, is what I feel, Sagittarius, because you're about to have some sort of major new beginning, and you're not wanting to repeat anything that happened here in the past. You want to get this one right, is what I feel here, and the universe is really on your side to make this happen. Your spirit guides. So this is why you're kind of like going deep in thought. One second, let me pause really quick, Sag. Okay, Sag. So moving right along to your next set of cards, we have the Two of Pentacles, and it's clarified by the Page of Pentacles. So two Pentacles coming out. Now, I do feel like with that Two of Pentacle energy, this is talking about some sort of crossover that's about to happen. It's like you're crossing over from night to day. You know, it's like this is a comparison that's really about to happen. This is also what we were talking about with that hangman energy. He's stuck in between two different cycles, right? He's pausing before he steps into this next cycle, because he's needing to be enlightened about the cycle that he just left, that he just wrapped up. He needs to really do some review and take stock, watch the footage. This is I'm kind of getting a sports team, like a basketball team, and after they, finish a game with an opponent or whatever, it's like they go back and they study the footage. They watch all of the tapes. They watch what they did right, what they did wrong. How can they improve? How can they bring in certain different elements of surprise? What can they revamp and tweak to make it better once they step into the next game with this same team? So I feel like this is happening for you, Sagittarius. And what's happening is that because you're taking that time out to really review the past, you're really changing up the trajectory of where you're headed with this new opportunity that I see coming in love for you guys. It's like it's going to be taking on a new form. The way you're manifesting this is really taking on a new form, because the universe kind of has you in this place of holding with the hangman energy. Now, the Page of Pentacles to me represents the new growth that's coming in. Something here is about to be sprouting. You're jumping into some sort of new beginning that looks very wonderful, right? It has color. It's taking you from out of this space of darkness or dryness, or you know just boredom, like no color involved. But this new beginning that is a pinnacle, that I feel like is going to be an offer that's coming into you guys, is bringing you back into color, is bringing you into this place of excitement, is bringing you this new opportunity in love. And it's also kind of crossing you over this threshold of the old into the new. It's like something here that was developing in past relationships, that was lying dormant, that you needed to learn, that you needed to kind of impart into yourself, or was imparted to you through these past experiences, is now like at a space where it's growing here. And let me show you guys the next set of cards, because don't let that drop. The next set of cards that came out was the Seven of Pentacles with the Seven of Pentacles. So this has been a long time coming. This has been a lot of growth that has been taking place. These seeds have been being planted, and I feel like a lot of these different things that happen within these older relationships, going back to this Eight of Swords energy, this was needed. Some of the pain that came, right? Some of the turmoil, some of the tests, some of the trials, some of the disappointments that happened to you in love was part of this development of where you were headed. And all of these different experiences that you had in your past relationships have been growing something within you, developing something deep in you, is what I feel. And I feel that you're taking stock of what has happened in August, because you're now, sorry that I'm flipping so much of these cards, but now you're about to be receiving some sort of harvest here, is what I feel. Everything that you've been working at and developing, and that has been developing in you and awakening some of these things that have been lying dormant, um, is now about to be called, you know, out from the darkness. You're about to reap your harvest here with that judgment energy. Something is about to be awakened in you. And I really feel like it has to do with this new passionate beginning and opportunity in love here. Ace of Wands energy. Like, this is going to be fiery. This is going to be passionate. And this is also the culmination of a lot of different events that have been taking place in your life up until this point, especially when it comes down to your love life, when it comes down to love relationships. So the Daughter of Wands is here to end your reading. And this is how this new opportunity looks. You're passionate about it. You're wanting to be very creative with it. You're wanting to try new things with whoever this person is that's coming in. It's taking on this unique element, where it seems very different. You're kind of like carving out a new trail, a new space in your own life. And so you're going into the unknown with this Page of Wands energy, but this is something that you have also been preparing for a while. And I like where you guys are headed, because it feels very great. It feels very like excited, like, like a high level of excitement and positivity is connected to this. And under the deck, a lot of you guys are going to be moving into some sort of new commitment here with the Hierophant energy. Like, yeah, this is something that you're going to be tied into. And I feel like you have been prepping for this for a while, Sagittarius. Whoever this is that's coming in, it's like you've been prepping, and you didn't even know it. And they've been doing the same thing. It's like the universe have been prepping them for this experience too. Yeah, and to be honest, I feel like this is something that's taking place for a lot of you Sagittarius is like closer to September. It's like August is really about preparing for this. Let me see if I can find that card again. Seven of Pentacles, because you have to wait until this kind of like comes to fruition. But I lost the I lost the Hangman card. But I wanted to show you guys the Hangman, because it's like you're just hanging out in August. Yeah. You're in this space of preparation, of incubation. So allow this energy to kind of like flow through you, relax into it. If you have a lot of memories that are coming up from the past, or even possibly people reaching out to you from the past, it's like giving you an opportunity to really dissect what took place and see it from a different point of view, an objective point of view, and take out from it what you can use moving into this next cycle. All right, Sagittarius. So let's pull a fairy card for you. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this reading so far. But let's pull this out, and then I'll let you know what I see here, and then we'll wrap up your reading, because how long are we in? I think about 24 minutes. Yeah. So that's my average time, I think. Let's wrap it up for you guys so this won't be too long. Seven of Summer comes out for you. It says no more procrastinating. Your power comes from making a decision. Confusion that arises from overanalyzing the options. So I guess this would just be a warning to not overanalyze, even though you're in a space of kind of analyzing the past and what has kind of taken place. You don't want to overanalyze it, right? So where you get stuck, because very soon it is going to be time to take action here. But I feel like in August, this is more so of a downswing where you're needing this time out to really prepare for this new space that you're about to enter into. So I just keep feeling drawn to this hangman energy. It's like the wait is about to be over here. It's like you're not going to be hanging around for too much longer, Sagittarius. Something is coming, and it's coming in pretty quick. So all the preparation that you can do for this to make room for it is going to be needed, and it's definitely paying off. So prepare in any way that you can is what I feel in August, Sagittarius. This could be physically, it could be mentally, it could be with your diet, it could be, it's like, I don't know, I'm feeling that you guys are just needing to make room for this thing that's coming in. And this is also part of the manifestation. You preparing for it, you making room for it is part of the thing that is going to bring it into fruition and make it tangible for you. All right, so I'm going to wrap it up right there for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this on-camera reading. I'm trying out some new things on the channel, so I kind of wanted to do this for you, Sagittarius, to see how you guys like me kind of, giving you a face to look at with the voice and not just always looking at the cards. So you guys let me know what you think. If that resonated with you, you can comment on it in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next reading. Until then, stay safe, all right? Later.